Well, howdy guys, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Dad Guy here. Today we're gonna do a quick little intro to gathering salvaged frigate modules. Now, after the Desolation update, there's been a few tweaks to the capital ship or frigates that I feel are worth mentioning. And part of that is the fact that you can now access your storage containers from your inventory. So you'll see here I have my freighter and you've got your general and technology tabs. But if you build storage units within your freighter, you now have access to those while you're in your freighter. But not only that, whenever you're in a system that your freighter has been summoned to. Now look at this. This is crazy. All of your storage units, which you can have 10 of, are in my inventory right now in the freighter tab. Now, of course, you still have your general tab and your technology tab, but part of what makes this possible is, of course, the Desolation update, but we're going to hop in here and go to our freighter upgrade control, and we're going to purchase upgrades. Now, there's a few amazing updates for your frigate that are incredible. So the first one, and what we've already talked about, is the matter beam. And that lets you beam down materials from your frigate, or your freighter I mean, straight into your inventory if it's summoned in the system that you're in. That's huge. Any planet you're on, summon your freighter, you have access to all of your storage units, just like you had built them on your base. Now, in order to do this, you need these warp core upgrades, these shielding to be precise. So with these different shielding types, you can upgrade your freighter so that it can go to red systems, green systems, and blue systems. Now that's important because you never know what system you're going to be on where you want to summon your freighter. If you don't have any of these shielding types, when you summon your freighter, it can only be summoned at the yellow star systems. Now, once you have these unlocked, you'll be able to summon them into, for example, I have this one unlocked, red stellar bodies. Now I can summon my freighter at yellow star systems and red star systems. Once you're able to do that, if you have the matter beam, you can pull in from your storage units anything you want into your inventory. Not only that, but if you have the technology, you get it from the anomaly, you can build what's called the Exocraft materializer. And in that, you can summon down any exocraft down to the planet's surface that you're currently on, which is freaking awesome. But in order to do that, that one requires salvage data, but the matter beam and the stellar shielding requires salvaged frigate modules. And there's several ways to gather these, but we're going to go over what I think is the easiest way. And you'll see here, salvage frigate modules are what these units cost. And we're looking at 8 to get the green, 12 to get the blue. And then I forget how much this cost, but I think it was fairly cheap. I want to say around 8. I don't recall. But there's several ways to get those. And let's go over what I consider the easiest one, and it is the most fun as well, and it involves a little bit of piracy. Now, traditionally, they would say, go down, and find crashed freighters and search for the modules there. That's a kind of a long and arduous process, which I may put a video out detailing that. But then the next step, or the next method, is to go to any system and find these freighters that warp into the system. Now, I will give you a little heads up. There's a couple different types of ships that fly in with these freighters, and you don't want to just go crazy on them, because you'll notice there are these big ships with many cargo pods. You'll see those little white cargo pods there. Each one of those contains either an element that you can collect or a salvage frigate module. Same goes for these tiny ships. Those are standalone cargo pods. The problem with these standalone ships, when you blow those up, you'll get whatever they contain on them, but you will also lose ranking with the faction, or race in this case, that you're shooting. That is not good. It is not super easy to rank up with these races, so you don't want to shoot these standalone ships. However, if you shoot these pods, you will get whatever's contained within them, and you will still be attacked by the sentinels, because they're kind of the police in this area, but you will not lose ranking with the faction. So be prepared for a fight, but oh my, I am stuck inside the ship. You will not lose any ranking while you do this. So let's go forth and shoot as many as we can. I'm going to switch back to my photon cannon, get a little bit of extra range here. Salvage frigate module right there, right off the bat. So you'll see it's really not that hard of a process. Here's another salvage frigate module. Platinum, chromatic metal. This is a great way to gather materials as well. There's another frigate module. So there's 3 right there within 30 seconds of starting this process. Now you'll see I am kind of taking a beating here. So let's fly on out and let's go to the next ship that has pods on it. Alright, here we go. And you'll see that it shows you right there's another salvage frigate module. Cobalt. Some of them don't tell you what you're going to get. I think you need to be within a certain range, but there's salvage frigate module. This is not a fruitless endeavor. You can not only gather the frigate modules you want, but you can get the materials that are contained within. And you'll notice I did not lose any ranking at all. So here's some more cargo pods. I'm not even going to bother with the ones that don't have frigate modules. Kind of take a peek at each one. And then these I'm just going to shoot. I believe if you could just go ahead and destroy them all, you will, they'll respawn. I've never had to leave a system to go find more. So let's move along. And here's a guy that has plenty of pods on him. There's 2 in a row, so we will shoot those guys, gather this stuff, and for illustration's sake, let's just show you what happens when you blow one of these guys up. Standing decreased with the Corvax by 1. See, I don't want to do that. It's not good. So we will stick to these bigger ships with the many cargo pods on them. There's more to shoot anyway, so I don't know why you wouldn't just go for these guys. And as you can see, they're not really doing much damage to me. So kind of a no loss situation here. There's another salvage frigate module. Alright. And if the heat starts to get to be a little too much, you know, let's say you don't have upgrades for your shields or anything yet, you can always just fly right back into the space station, and all of your the animosity will just go away. They will love you again. But if you feel like fighting them, why not? They're not that easy to destroy. Alright, so let's zip on over to this guy. We're gonna see what he has to blow up. Get these frigate modules from him. Not seeing any on him yet, but you can just rinse and repeat this, and they will continually pop up. New ships will zip in. There's another frigate module. Get that guy. Whip out my shotgun blaster while that one recharges. And then I just kind of zip on out of here and fly to another ship again. You'll see all their cargo pods are right back where they left them. Not too shabby. Alright, so I think we've been doing this for maybe 5 minutes now. Let's see how many we've gathered. I think that was about 5, so maybe 1 per minute. Not too bad. Where's my freighter at? I believe it is in this system. Let's blast away. Oh, I can't blast away because I'm being attacked right now. But I'll show you getting to the space station, how it kind of resets the activity against you. I've got 2 sentinel icons, but they're not that big of a challenge. You can basically just fly around out there and not really take a beating. If you want, you can recharge your shields while you're in your ship by pressing, well, on a gamepad down, and then recharge equipment, shield. No need to charge it though, it is fully charged. I don't believe I have any enemy indicators on me now, and there you go. It is completely reset. I can summon my freighter back in. Let's just pulse away a tiny bit. Alright, summon this guy in. There's my big Mama Jamma. My capital ship, old Black Betty. Let's land in here. And let's see if I've got enough frigate modules to buy the next ship upgrade. Now, just buying them unlocks the blueprint, and you will need the materials to craft it as well, and they are not super simple materials to gather. And I'll kind of show you that here in a second. Let's bust in there, and we will go to our terminal here, and let's purchase some upgrades. I've got 14, so I started with 8. That was 6 that I've gathered. Not quite enough to buy both here, but I need the green system one. And you'll see requires warp hypercore, superoxide crystals, and cadmium. And same thing except chloride, lattice, and emerald. And then of course tetra, cobalt, and indium. Either way, you're going to need a warp hypercore each time. So let's go ahead and buy the chromatic warp shielding. Alright. And then to install that, I would then go into my inventory and my freighter, go to my technology tab, and I would go to install technology. So just like in your ship. Look at that guy. Super cool. Let's go to install, and this is the green stellar. And I don't have any of the ingredients to actually completely install it, but that's fine. I will gather those up and do that later. So let me show you. I'm in this system with my freighter right now, and I'm going to go down to the planet surface. I'm going to show you why this is so useful. In fact, let's go to another star system. I have the red shielding in place, so I'm going to warp to a red system, and we are going to, here we go, there's a red one right there. Okay, so we're going to warp to that guy, and we are going to, normally you would not be able to summon your freighter here just starting out, but since I have that shielding, it will not be an issue. It'll let me just warp them right in, but you don't even need to be in space to do it. So let's go down to this planet, which is a finned planet. So nice, an exotic planet. Pop down there. Alright, we are going to land on this planet, the finned planet, and I believe this is the one that has all of these shells on it, in which case we will gather a few shells as well. Alright, okay, so here we are. We are on this planet, and we're starving. We need something. We need, I don't know, some sort of material, but it's on our freighter. So you go into your summon menu, and you can summon vehicles, you know, like your traditional summoning. But you can also summon your freighter right from the planet's surface, and it will just blammo right into the atmosphere. Awesome, right? And now that it's here, I actually have access to my freighter menu, and I can grab anything I want out of my storage units. This is awesome, guys. This is incredibly handy. And you'll see that I've named my storage units, and you can do that when you're actually on your freighter in front of your storage unit. You can click on it and go over to the little pencil icon and name whatever you want. But let's say I was on needing to build something and I needed some meaty chunks. Well, I could just grab them right there, put them right into my inventory. Sweet, right? And that's not all. With the exosuit materializer, you can actually summon in Exocraft. So summon in your Minotaur here, and there you go. It just flies straight down from your freighter, and you are ready to go. So basically you have access to anything you would want in your base on any planet you go to. No need to build all your storage units again to access them. No need to build the Exocraft launch pads. You just summon them straight from the ship, and you are good to go. So let's summon in our Colossus. There you go. It just pops right in here. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Quick little video on how I gather Salvaged Frigate Modules without having to lose any faction ranking, without having to go on long missions down to planet surfaces to search for these crashed freighters when you can find them at pretty much any system, and just have fun blowing them up, shooting them with your ship. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. You know, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave a comment, and definitely, if this was helpful to you, please subscribe. That helps me out knowing what it is that you guys are wanting to see. Anywho, let's call it right here, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me.